Conroy.
I'm Vinny Civitello.
And this is Other People's Business, which is the podcast from the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. We started the pod because we wanted you to be able to get to know our membership and us a little better and maybe learn something along the way. For more info on us, visit njbia.org. Before we get into it today, we have had some amazing and awesome reviews come through, so we wanted to do some shout outs to those folks who are sharing the love on iTunes. Vin, I think you're going to start, right?
All right, so we got Vicky518 on iTunes that said, great podcast, great chemistry between co-hosts, fun to listen to.
Aww.
Melts my heart.
I love it. Yeah. All right, Matt Mrowicki wrote, New Jersey can be a tough place to start, run, and grow a business, but it can also be extremely rewarding if you have the right attitude, make the right connections, and learn how to make it work. NJBIA's Other People's Business podcast offers great advice for business owners everywhere with the right mixture of insight, attitude, and humor to make it feel right at home in the Garden State. I love that.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know we were accomplishing all that.
I know! All right, and there's one more.
And then X-File Vixen
I love that.
says, love the hosts, love the pod. It is fun and fresh.
We are so fun and fresh.
We are. I love it. Hashtag fun and fresh.
Hashtag fun and fresh. All right.
Oh, so with us today is Wayne Staub, the one and only, our Chief Business Relations Officer right here at NJBIA. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, it's great to be here. I am the Chief Business Relations Officer. I handle for the association membership, partnership, and affinity programs, and really trying to figure out ways to help businesses with their bottom line and figure out ways we can help get them to that next level of success.
So true fans of the show would recognize Wayne because Kate's been giving him shout-outs.
Yeah,
you know, so.
Early on in the history of the pod,
Yeah,
I was
like
doing
back in
shout-outs. Yeah, back in the beginning. I was doing shout-outs to all of our bosses for, trusting us with this experiment and having faith that it would work. And Wayne is actually, full disclosure, my boss. So I'm trying to be like on my best behavior today. But really, I don't know if you know this, Wayne, but in the building, after I started reporting to you, people were like, you won the boss lottery, right? like, come on, Kate. Life is going to be golden from now on. And I got to say, it's been awesome. So, yeah.
Well, when I get to work with people like you, we're colleagues.
Yes, we are.
We are colleagues, and
we're
all working to the same goal.
Absolutely.
And that's what's exciting.
All right, so our first icebreaker today. What is one thing? Oh gosh, I forgot to say at the top of the episode. It's our Thanksgiving episode.
That's right. That's right.
So what is one thing you love about Thanksgiving and one thing you hate about Thanksgiving? So I'm ready to go, but if anybody else wants to jump in.
By all means, jump in.
All right, so my love and my hate is just one thing. It's the food. I love the food. I love everything about the food, the turkey, the gravy. I make an amazing turkey, by the way. I have it's Kahlua and apricot jam that I mix together, and I rub it all over the turkey, and then I spray it. I shellac it with the Pam spray, so it gets like golden, crusty, perfect on the outside. I love the gravy. I love the desserts. Oh my God. I make a carrot souffle that is out of this world. I can talk about the food forever, but I also hate it because by Sunday, I am literally sick. I need to roll myself to bed because I just
Ate so
can't
much.
eat any more. It is obscene. Obscene. That's the only word I can think of.
Sure. So there is actually nothing I like about Thanksgiving.
What?
Thanksgiving is probably my least favorite holiday. Mm-hmm. So I don't like the food. I'm like, okay, I can eat turkey sandwiches, but like taking a slab of turkey and throwing it on the plate just doesn't do anything for me. Not a big stuffing guy. Not a big cranberry sauce guy. Don't like sweet potatoes, yams, whatever you call them. I like pumpkin pie. So, like, my plate winds up being a slice of pumpkin pie and, like, a buttered roll, and that's basically it.
That is the saddest Thanksgiving I've ever heard.
Not the biggest fan of, like, family get-togethers, Don't like football, so, like, that's on all day.
God!
So,
this is depressing.
In theory, I would like the day off. I like that we get, like, a little bit off the day before, and then we have Thursday and Friday off. But, like, I'm spending it doing, like, this holiday that I don't like.
So you'd rather be at work?
Yeah, maybe I can convince Michelle to let me come in here on Thursday.
All right, enough of that talk.
I'll
Seriously?
tell the family, hey, look, other people's business, it's really blowing up, taking off. I had to come in, and that boss of mine making me come in on Thanksgiving.
You did not win the boss lottery. All right, Wayne, what is one thing you love, one thing you hate?
Well, unlike Vinny, I actually love Thanksgiving.
I hear it's a very popular
It is
holiday.
my most favorite holiday of any holiday. And the reason I love it so much is I watch football all day. I eat food all day. I drink all day. and I don't have to buy a gift for anyone.
Sure.
It is my absolute favorite holiday.
Until the next day or that day?
That day.
Yeah.
Right.
That day.
You
Good
didn't
point.
have to show up with gifts.
Exactly. I just show up and do what I do best. Sit in front of a TV, watch football, drink beer, and eat food. What I hate about Thanksgiving is by about 7 o'clock, between the food and the alcohol, I'm ready for bed. So it does seem like a day that I really didn't do much except for gouge myself with food and alcohol, or gorge, I'm sorry, myself with food and alcohol.
Hey, as long as everybody's coming to you, you can just kind of pull, what do they call it, like the Irish goodbye?
Oh, I
You
totally do
kind of
that.
sneak out, go up to your bed, like let everybody else have their fun.
I always do that at my own parties.
And the other negative I hate is sometimes the pressure it puts on other people in my family, such as my wife, to make sure that everything gets done, and she gets a little anxious about making sure everything's perfect, where it really doesn't have to be, as long as, the family's together and all that happy stuff. But she gets a little bit stressed out in making sure everything's just right.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that. I can't relate to your experience at all. As a woman, I've never not produced something to at least take to a gathering, or bought wine or done something to make sure that I had something in hand. But I can't. That sounds amazing to
Why don't you just pull a Peggy?
I should pull a Peggy. You're
Take
right.
something, dump it into some Tupperware, and
Hey, I made this for you.
Yeah.
Check it out. Oh my god.
or just come right out and be like, yeah, I bought this pumpkin pie.
Right.
Well, I like to think that I'm bringing my personality, which, that in itself is worth
obviously,
something.
it's huge. It's a fantastic personality, I gotta say. To my boss, it's fantastic.
No pressure. No pressure.
I was actually just thinking, in addition to all that other stuff I don't like parades either, and that's another big part of Thanksgiving.
Oh my god, you don't
What
like
is
parades?
wrong with you?
Are you a communist?
Yes. So,
Jesus.
no, so I'm flat and wide-footed, so I can't stand just standing in one place and just watching, waiting for some balloon to come by, and then it's over, and it's just all right, I'm standing out here, and
Goes
who
back to
gets
the
something
concert
out of that? Do you tell me, what is it that you like about parades?
I mean, I don't like the Thanksgiving Day parade. I've never done that. It seems a little bloated. But a Memorial Day parade, in town with all the little kids waving flags and the people in the parade throwing candy at people. I like that.
That happens?
Oh my god, what
Well,
country
all
do
right,
you live
so
in?
to be fair, I haven't really watched a parade since I was 12. But yeah.
Come on, the Macy's Day Thanksgiving
No.
Parade with the big floats and
it's-
everything.
it's fun to watch on
You get
TV.
to
I mean,
see
all right,
the new
so
ones.
let's say for the first 5 minutes, you're like, ooh, that is a giant Snoopy. After that,
Yeah.
where's the appeal?
Okay, but I mean a homemade float on the 4th of July with the local police department walking, that's just America, man.
And
I'll
Vinny,
take your word for it.
Vinny, if you can't enjoy people watching and seeing all the different people,
The people watching is great.
and their reactions and what they do, I love that myself.
All right, so what is the typical reaction of somebody watching a parade that I should be looking out for?
The excitement when one of those balloons, if a Woody Woodpecker balloon goes by and you see a little kid going, there's Woody Woodpecker. I mean, that's exciting.
That's so optimistic. It melts my heart.
It does. It should.
Well, good to know that you have a heart, because we were wondering there for a little while.
Wow.
But,
So having a kid has not softened you at all.
If anything, it has hardened me. Listening to screaming all day. It doesn't do much for my optimism.
okay, so then, the parade may not be the best, most
Yeah.
relaxing thing for you.
No. Give it a couple years, though. Chloe will love it.
I hope not. All right, so Wayne is actually here to tell us about the Miwa. I have no idea. No, I do know what the Miwa is. I have no idea what a Miwa means.
It's a health benefits solution.
That is a perfect name for it then, let me tell you.
Wayne, tell us about this.
So this is a really new, exciting program that NJBIA is rolling out. Super excited about it for the opportunities that it's going to bring to our small to mid-sized businesses, including sole proprietors. This is a partnership that we've entered into with Association Master Trust, AMT, and we're joining a select group of about 16 other associations in New Jersey. So it gives us a large buying power. What this does is it's a self-funded plan made up of all the contributions, not only from our association, but the other associations that I mentioned. And it gives you a full selection of competitively priced self-funded plans, including direct access, EPOs, HSAs, AMT, and an Omnia design. That all is a lot of words, a lot of things. But
Yeah, I have
there
no
is-
idea what an Omnia is.
it's something that a lot of people are moving towards, basically trying to steer you to particular hospitals within networks. but there really is a wide variety. It is administered through a Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield network, which gives our members the opportunity to have 900,000 participating doctors all throughout the country, 6,000 to 7,000 participating hospitals, really a lot of different choices that the small businesses do not have access to. And it's very affordable, different prices for what you need. It really gives the business the opportunity to design a plan that meets their individual needs. As we all know, every business is different. So the ability to design a plan that meets the needs of that business is really something that we were looking for. And this product delivers it. There's about 45 different plan options available through this program.
Wow.
And BIA is actually enrolling, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not just clients, it's one of those.
We're not just the president.
Yeah,
I'm
not
a member.
Just promoting this. We're
right.
clients.
That's exactly right. And we did a rollout last week, and it's an incredibly rich plan. Like, nothing about this is going to change for my life at all. It's going to feel exactly the same, and maybe even get a little bit better.
Yes, that was one thing again that we as an association really wanted to take a look at, because we do know how important people's doctors are, their specialists, and the ability to utilize the existing system that we were currently using was very attractive to us, and actually, like we said, very cost effective to us as an association, and actually to us as individuals, employees of this organization. It is very cost effective to us.
Cool.
There should be no gap in any type of coverage for anybody too. You can sign up at any time, usually the first of the month, but it all depends on where you're at within your own plan that a business has.
Mm-hmm. Anything else we should know?
It is a self-funded plan.
Well, as a matter of
fact, I saved the best for last. I saved the best for last.
Tell me more.
Because it is a self-funded plan, they do pay dividends back to the policyholders, the businesses within this plan. So 6 out of the last 7 years, they paid a dividend totaling $14 million that they gave back in dividends, including a 3% dividend on the 2016 plan year. Why we're reviewing it now and under review now, the 2017 dividend rate looks promising as well. So for me, the fact that you have access to so many different plans, quality care, quality administration, and the potential to get a dividend back, to me, it seems like a no-brainer. But again, it's not right for everybody, but we do encourage people to, take a look at this, because it really could affect your bottom line. Our members tell us every day, this is their number one business concern, is health benefits. And we as an association were so excited that we were able to put a plan together to address that number one business concern that they have.
Yeah, I know that for most companies, it's the second biggest line item right after salaries. It's providing health benefits to their employees. And, as an employer, you want to offer as much to your employees as possible. So this is such an exciting time that we've been able to put this together and offer it to the membership of BIA. I'm really excited for us.
Me too.
I had no part in putting this together, but I'm really excited that
we all
did.
It was a team effort, but I will tell you that I actually have talked to some of our members, smaller business, who said over the past few years, they gave a choice to their employees. I'm either going to contribute more to your health care, so no more comes out of your pocket, or I'm going to give you a raise. You decide. And this particular business said 3 years in a row, all of them came back and said, just keep paying for health care, and went without a raise.
Wow.
So that they can continue to receive the health coverage that is so important to them.
Well, healthcare is going up so much that it might as well be.
Double-digit percentage increases over the last, 5-10 years? It is incredible how expensive healthcare is.
Right. And sometimes it does get hard, because there's some statistics out there that show the average increase is only about 8 to 10%. But that doesn't include when somebody changes their plan design.
Right.
So the cost may not go up as much, or may even decrease if you choose to go with a higher deductible, so to, as one of the plans that are out there. So when you say, double digits, but in real life, in real world, it is double digits. And we have many businesses who come to us who say their brokers look them right in the eye and say, I'm giving you a 33% increase and don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, Obscene is the word that I want to use again.
Right. So-
33% increase.
Well, I was going to say, being at BIA for as long as I have, I've listened to enough of our lobbying and everything. So 3 times the cost of inflation can just come out of my mouth without even me thinking about it whenever somebody talks about healthcare. But it's sad, yeah.
Yeah.
And with these options, there is so many. There's Delta or dental available. There's health, life insurance available. There's prescription. There's eye care. There really is a robust offering of benefits out there that businesses can design particularly for themselves and for their employees.
Cool. How do people get in touch?
Well, there's a lot of different ways, Kate, that they can get more information. One, they can go right to our website, www.njbia.org, and there's an instant quote page available. You could also go to AMT's website, which is www.amt-nj.com. And we also have 2 lines dedicated to NJBIA members at Association Master Trust. You can call 973-379-1090, extension 229 or extension 243.
Fabulous. Thanks so much. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. Okay, we are back. Usually at this point in the show, we would do another little icebreaker, but we're going to change things up again. We have a new game that we're going to play, and the game is called Awful or Awesome. And how it works is I'm going to read 3 things pretty quickly, and all 3 of us are going to react with the word awful or awesome. And then in case we have questions about that, we're going to say to the other person, like, why on earth would you think that this is awesome or awful? Ready?
Ready.
Sure.
All right. Roller coasters.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awful.
Really?
Ew, God, who wants to puke on a ride in front of a million people? No.
I mean, do you have that weak of a stomach that
Have you ever actually seen someone puke on a roller coaster in a ride?
No, but I know that I have wanted to, and I have wanted to die, and I have thought that I was going to die, so no,
Wow.
awful. Awful.
Actually, the last time I was in Disney with my mom and my brother back in December, we were going on the Snow White ride, and it's basically, if you're familiar with New Jersey's roller coasters, it's Runaway Train. So it's like the 8-year-old's roller coaster. So we're on this thing, and we're getting into the cart, and my brother looks at the girl behind my mom and goes, "Just so you know, she's probably gonna throw up." And I'm like,
Oh my God.
no reason to believe that, but like the horrified look on her face. So as scary as roller coasters usually are, that just made it that much worse.
Oh my God, that's terrible. All right, boy bands.
Awful.
Whoa.
Awful.
Whoa.
You like them?
I was going to say awesome. All right, so here, okay, this is a little bit more conditional. In the time that they are doing their thing, awful.
Right.
But in retrospect, years later, awesome. Like all, there's so many like songs that I love to like, car karaoke to, like
Yeah.
NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Hanson. At the time, they were very annoying. But now, yeah, exactly.
Bop,
Yeah.
bop,
Do it
bop,
not, yeah, exactly. So like,
I forgot about
what's awful
Hanson.
about that,
The fact that you 2 are singing right now is awful.
Do we all back to
That's number 1. And part of the reason I think so, and I'll be honest, is it's jealousy.
Yeah, right.
I thought that I could have been part of a boy band at one point in my life, even
Let's
though I
start one.
can't sing. Well, I'm not a boy anymore. I am very immature.
A lot of them are adults, right? It's not like
True.
Hanson and the Jackson 5 were like the rare occurrence of actual kids in a boy band.
True
Like,
story.
yeah, like those Backstreet Boys. Wasn't one of them like 40 when they were in that?
Yeah, that would make
Or
perfect
they looked
sense.
it? I don't know.
That would
They
make
may have
perfect
looked it.
sense. Wow. I was going to say that the only good thing that boy bands have ever given us is Justin Timberlake, but I think you've won me over a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go so far as to say they're awesome. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, this is your game.
There are only 2 choices.
It's got to be all the way on one side or all the way on
All
the
right,
other.
they're awful. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Last one, spiders.
Awful.
Awful.
Awesome.
What?
Oh my God! You know how many bugs they eat? They eat their body weight of mosquitoes and then some. They kill bees. They get rid of all kinds of horrible.
I don't think they
bugs.
kill bees.
They do. They do kill bees.
They,
Okay.
they try or they do?
They spin a web,
Yeah.
and the bee flies into the web and gets stuck, and the spider comes along and goes, "Ha ha ha! Dinner time!" And then it like kills it.
See,
and then
I think
eats
that
it.
when the bee gets in the web, that's the bee's plan. it lures the spider over, and then the bee kills the spider.
I like the way you think.
Inaccurate.
But how annoying is it when you walk through one of those?
Exactly.
Yeah, it is annoying.
And, when you have to, you're not supposed to kill the spider. You're supposed to get it outside of your house. Well, I'm not a big fan of tracking this 8-legged thing down and trying to get it outside my house. I'd rather just kill it and, be done with it and let nature take care of nature.
I don't know. Spiders are fine. And you know what? Spider webs back in olden times were used to like bind up wounds and stuff because they're unbreakable.
Well, we have better things for that now.
Thank God.
Yes. I mean, okay, so the people listening at home can't see this, but like the entire side of NJBIA's second floor windows are covered in these massive spider webs.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen the spiders that create these webs,
No.
but they're like baby tarantulas.
No, they're not.
It's horrifying coming in here to work every day, kind of looking over my shoulder like, one day it's gonna get in.
That reminds me of Laura Lincoln, the episode we did with Archer Law.
Yes.
And the tarantula
Yes.
didn't she buy her husband a tarantula? Wasn't there a tarantula?
There was a giant snake and like a bobcat, an ocelot.
Yeah, an
was the word.
ocelot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. But okay, so I'm not a fan of tarantulas, okay? But like the spiders who kill the mosquitoes, I like those guys. They're fun.
See,
Did you
I
ever
can't-
read Charlotte's Web? Come on.
Yes, that was a nice story, but
Yes, in theory, these fictional stories that we tell our little kids so that they don't get afraid of spiders are
Oh my
fine.
God.
But in reality,
They're fine. They're just calm. I mean, I guess I'm remembering that you were bitten by a spider not too long ago, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that
Yeah.
too? I don't even know what happened. Like, I got bit by a spider, my whole leg blew up.
Yeah.
I had to go to the doctor and everything. Like, it was insane. And I loved when I got there, they were like, so what kind of spider was it that bit you? And I was like, I don't know. Like,
an 8-legged one?
First of all, I didn't keep the thing. Like 8 hours later, I'm scratching my leg going, what happened? Oh my gosh, look at that. My leg's going to fall off. That's the other thing that like really, I was going to say really sucks about spiders, but it really sucks about spiders. You can get bitten and die. The Brown Recluse.
Okay.
Tell me the Brown Recluse is awesome.
I mean, that's not good, okay? It's not good.
I watched the
acknowledge that.
documentary.
depends on who it bites, though.
Seriously, that's a really good point.
Oh my god. I watched a documentary on the Brown Recluse. It was scarier than it, okay?
Did you watch that after you'd been bitten and you thought...
No.
Really?
No, because now every time I get bitten by a spider, it's like, okay, well, that was probably the Brown Recluse. So I'm gonna die in a minute now.
There's that
They're
optimism.
indigenous to New Jersey. Like, you watch this documentary and you think, like, okay, they're from, like, Africa or South America or something.
Yeah.
And then they say, like, indigenous to areas such as New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. And you're like, oh, really? Well, I'm never going to sleep again. Okay.
So this is an educational program because I just learned something new that I never knew before.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh my god. All right, game over then.
Game over? Oh,
Fine.
no.
Game over. To be continued.
Yes.
We'll come back to this another time. That was
All
fun though.
So the Miwa sounds really cool. Do we have any other programs? I know we have other programs, but we've got Wayne here, so why don't we have him talk about it? Wayne, tell us about some of the other programs like the Miwa we have.
Well, and just like the MIWA, every program that I'm about to talk about, we as an association are either utilizing their services or in the process of utilizing their services because we think it's important to offer products and services to our members that have a high value, that has a high customer service level, and that we ourselves would use. And we are. So first of all, and this isn't a product, this is an in-house product, the Member Action Center. If our members are not taking advantage of that, shame on you. We can answer basically any business question you have within 24 business hours. Somebody will get back to you.
Including some really interesting ones.
Yeah.
Very interesting ones. We do have a lot of questions related to HR, and we can answer a lot of those right on the spot. But if not, we've partnered with Jackson Lewis, one of the top HR firms, not only in New Jersey, but in the country. And they can provide a free half-hour consultation per month for our members for questions related to HR concerns that they have. If you're not taking advantage of that, we have people who have saved a tremendous amount of time, money, and costs for them when they utilize this service. Then we have a program with Arch Insurance. Mandatory temporary disability insurance. Every business, you're required to have this. Why not go to a program where we can offer you a discount based on our buying power and better customer service, quicker claims completed. these are things that really are going to affect your bottom line, and it's mandatory.
Arch Insurance was our very first episode, actually.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
In fact, this is a double play because Stephanie was our 7th episode
yes,
from the Member Action Center.
From the Member Action Center, exactly, yeah.
So again, just highlighting these, I mean, it's so important. We have Direct Energy. You know, almost 1,000 of our members have joined and switched to Direct, and a program that's offered only to our members. They may have relationships with other associations, but they're not going to get the same value that they're going to get as an NJBIA member. Really specifically designed, or in New Jersey, specifically designed programs for small businesses. Even if you don't own the building that you're in, there's a way that they can help you with managing your energy costs. So really, another one that our members tell us energy cost is one of the biggest factors of doing business in New Jersey. We have a program now that can help you there. You know, our credit card processing and payment technology. I stress payment technology because some of our members are like, well, I don't do credit cards. I can't use this product. There's so much that they can use through payment technology. I bet if we ask today, how much money do you have in your pocket? I have about $4 in my pocket. I do everything with non-cash transactions. Yeah. So there is really something for everybody in there. And they have a lot of business intelligence that they can share that a business can utilize. And they also have a program to give access to capital to businesses. Again, a concern that our businesses have told us is, the ability to have access to capital on a short-term basis. We have that program now. We talk about shipping. I was just talking about this the other day. We have such a great shipping program. We saved our members $1.6 million in shipping costs last year.
Damn.
I mean, some members have saved tens of thousands of dollars, and others have saved $30. There's no sign-up fee, no minimum usage. It's there for you when you need it. And one of the other things that we found in doing business with the company that we do is they actually serve as back office support for a lot of our members. So they're your shipper. They're your shipping back office support right there. They can call up and they can help you get started with that. We also have an agreement with Office Depot. There's been some mergers and acquisitions between Office Depot and Office Max. It's Office Depot now. Our members have access to savings on 200,000 plus office supply materials. And a key part of this one that I actually like is you also will have the ability as a member to get an in-store purchase card. So any product that you buy or that you see, any of the lowest rates will be honored with that card. So if you need that piece of supply today, you can go to one of those Office Depot locations and buy it, not wait for the online purchase. And we have quite a few of other ones that we're contemplating to meet the needs that our members tell us. Everyone we partnered with, we've done due diligence with. Their customer service is what we expect, and we're hopeful that more of our members will continue to use these programs. Because in our member survey, the members who used our programs, they felt that the experience exceeded their expectations. Now we just want more of our members to have that feeling, and again, hit that bottom line and save you money and help you navigate the business processes of New Jersey.
Of course, who doesn't like money?
Fantastic. Well, the thing is, I like to say that we help you save money on the stuff that you have to buy anyway. You have to buy office supplies. Most of us have to offer credit card processing to our clients. It's stuff that you have to have anyway. Why not get it through us at a discount, knowing that the customer service is there, that we've got your back if there are ever any issues. And let's face it, issues come up, but we will have your back with them.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
I feel better knowing BIA has my back.
All right, so we usually end the show with a question about what we're all hoping for this week, but it is Thanksgiving and the holidays are coming at us pretty quickly, so we thought that we would embrace George Costanza's father, Fred Costanza, played, of course, by Jerry Stiller, and ask what's really annoying us this week.
Festivus.
Yeah.
The airing of the grievances. Okay, I can get behind that.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I went first last time, so somebody else has to.
All right, I'll do it. All right, so the thing that really... So Festivus was just something that bugged you all year, right? All right, so the thing that has bugged me all year is that every day we come into this parking garage in Trenton, and people constantly walk out of the entrance for cars.
Right.
And it says in the biggest letters they could possibly afford,
No
not a
pedestrian.
pedestrian exit.
Yeah.
And it drives me insane because they look at you while you're stopped. Like,
You're the
I hit the
jerk.
brake and I stop. And yeah, I'm the jerk.
Right.
I'm the jerk because I was about to run you down.
Right.
Like,
where you weren't supposed to be. It literally just happened to me today. I almost hit a guy, and he looked at me like I was some kind of, I'm not going to say the word, but jerk is a good euphemism.
yeah,
And
so
I
if
was
you've
like,
ever
yeah.
come out of the pedestrian exit in a Trenton parking garage,
You're a jerk.
and a guy in a blue Prius gave you like the nastiest look possible, that was me.
And if it was a woman in a white Prius, that was me.
I probably even mouthed the words, not a pedestrian exit,
Right, right.
to your face.
I usually say you're not supposed to be there, which sounds kind of...
Okay, mental note to self, I got to stop walking out of that entrance because it's causing problems.
You're annoying us.
I've almost killed Wayne like 6 times now.
No, Wayne would never do that. Wayne, what are you annoyed by?
There's 2 things. One more relevant to the season, and that's just how early the promotions start for every holiday.
Yeah.
I think it was July or August, and I was seeing Christmas stuff, and it just annoys
annoying.
me. It seems like it's earlier and earlier every year. It seems like it used to be Christmas in July. Well, now it seems like it's Christmas in May. It just seems that they start promoting every holiday sooner and sooner.
Pretty soon it's just going to be a year-round display. Like, it's just, they're never going to take it down.
Well,
Well, The Simpsons had that joke once, Christmas 2 in July, but like as weird as that is,
I
like
remember
didn't
that.
Amazon try that? It was like Black Friday in July or whatever it was, like
Right.
the last couple of years. It's,
Really? I
yeah,
missed that.
It's been.
I know Prime Day, but...
Well, yeah, I think at first they called it Black Friday in July, and then I think they started calling it Prime Day. But yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and it's never been any good because the stuff they offer is just terrible. But
But if anyone from Amazon is listening, we do want you to build your headquarters here
Yes.
in New Jersey.
Please do.
And we'd be happy to support your
Please do.
Christmas in July.
But pay no attention to Vinny.
hey, I was there all day, like trying to get the deals. But then, like, there was that day there was nothing worth getting.
Sure.
Amazon, I'd love for you to put better stuff on. I'll buy whatever you want.
Then the other
great.
one that really bothered me, and it was more of an earlier in the year, but the overhype of the Eclipse.
Yeah.
That drove me insane. And if you looked at it with your naked eye, I did not see anybody running down the street screaming with their eyes falling out and, all of
Right.
that damage that would have been caused if you looked at it. I just thought it was very overhyped. It was cool, but it was just very overhyped.
And then there were these... go ahead.
No, you.
I was going to say there were these urban myths that happened as a result. Like, people were putting sunscreen on their eyeballs and they were damaging. Or, like, did you see on Facebook where people...
No.
Yes, like, I don't know that really happened.
I don't even know that I could do that.
Exactly. Who would do that? Who would be so stupid as to think, I shall just put the sunscreen on my eyeball and I will be able to see that? Like, come on. That's just, that's baloney, right? Come on.
Wow.
I can't believe that you didn't...
No, I'm just like open mouth shocked. No, I was gonna say like I actually did view it with the glasses and everything, and my eyes still hurt the next day. So
Did they really?
Yeah, it was. It probably wasn't like a myth or whatever you're saying. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, because we got the glasses here. We watched it as a staff.
Yeah, we had a little
And
party.
we passed, and I don't know if I maybe just accidentally like looked at one point like without realizing it, but yeah, my eyes definitely hurt the next day. So.
Oh, that's too bad. All right, so my thing is a callback to episode 1, the traffic in New Jersey. Oh my
traffic in
God,
New
the
Jersey.
traffic in New Jersey is killing me. And the problem with that is I get frustrated. So then whenever I happen to be on the road at like 10 in the morning and there's nobody else there, I always like go a little faster than I should, and I always get pulled over, and it is so not fun. I mean, we love our men and women in blue. Of
course.
We do. We love them. It would just be really nice if they didn't have a problem with me driving,
Just you.
just me.
Just you. Everyone else, but as long as they let you
Yeah,
drive.
Right. So I was on the phone with my dad earlier this year, and I was telling him, I just got pulled over the other day, blah, blah, blah. He was like, well, how fast were you going? And I will not repeat it here. But he literally said to me, oh my God, they would have taken your license if you had been pulled over in Minnesota for driving that fast.
I was actually going to ask you about that because everybody I know from out of state always makes fun of us for being impatient.
Right.
We're constantly in this hurry.
Yeah.
But here you are from
The Midwest,
Yeah.
Minnesota. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just Jersey's rubbed off on me.
I was going to ask you if Minnesota was just as bad.
No, it's not. In fact, the first time that I had to drive in Minnesota with my mom in the car, there was a funeral, and so I had to rent a car. Usually when I go home, I just drive with other people. So I look over at one point, and my mom is like white knuckling on the side of with the door handle, and I was like, okay, I need to dial this back a tiny bit. Mom's a little nervous, so I should just go a little slower, maybe hit the speed limit once in a while.
So you know what I learned from that, Vin? It's not us Jersey drivers who are bad. It's the out-of-state drivers who come and drive in Jersey.
No, I'm a Jersey driver now. No.
I don't know. I'm just going to say I haven't gotten pulled over nearly as many times as you have, so.
Yeah.
So
It's not
Do you
us,
speed?
it's you.
Do you speed?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
So now
So that's not fair.
it really concerns me that if I'm walking in front of the parking garage, that
mow
I
you down.
may get
And
mowed
And
down.
that's why I get so annoyed, because it wouldn't have to be an issue if people would just read the stupid signs.
So true. If they could just read the sign, get out of our way, life
Not
would be so
a
perfect.
pedestrian exit.
Not a pedestrian exit. All right, I think that is our show.
Sure.
Please subscribe on your network of choice, iTunes. I'm totally doing your part. I don't know
Hey,
what I was doing.
feel free. Go for it.
Okay. Please subscribe on your network of choice, iTunes, Google Play. We're even on the Amazon Echo, and rate us. If you're listening to this on a network that allows ratings and reviews like iTunes, please make sure that you do.
Actually, I want to test this. Alexa, subscribe to other people's business. Hey, if that worked, I'm going to picked up like 50 new subscribers.
That might be so. We should do that every episode.
Now.
If you love us, give us the full 5 stars. If you hate us, by all means, let us know by writing into opb@njbia.org. So far, no one has done that yet, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, so I mean, if you also want to write in there, tell us good things, we'd like that too.
Yes.
Or if you want to hear like an icebreaker question for us to answer.
We are open to taking your your icebreaker questions.
It'll be like a non-live AMA.
Right. Thank you to our early subscribers and listeners. We really appreciate the support. Thank you to Wayne Stabb for joining us today to talk about the new health benefit solution. Tell us one more time where people can get more info.
Absolutely, Kate. Many different ways. Our website, www.njbia.org, or by calling 973-379-1090, extension 229 or extension 243.
Great. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
Happy Festivus.
Thanksgiving for the rest of us.
Yeah.